Love is such an expansive topic. It seems everything humankind does is in the pursuit of some version of love. Be it a friendship, a companion, and all the way to a twin flame soul tie. Love comes in every single shape and form. Love can be found in the gentle gaze of the trees, to the steadiness of the mountainside, to the breath of salty air while sitting by the ocean, to the stars twinkling on a cloudless night. Love can be found in the pats of a beloved pet. Love can be found even amongst the most gut-wrenching heartbreak. Love seems to be the very fabric that holds our fragile reality together. We're constantly searching, looking for some rendition of it. Whatever personal definition it holds for you, I know it holds fast. The grip it has on humanity is incalculable. Love is not something we can define, let alone understand. Consistently, I know I have searched for the unending kind, the one that will stay, the kind of love that does not devalue in time. The kind that looks into my eyes and says that I'm worthy of it forever, not even a marriage or necessarily romantic. Love in reality and love in media is depicted very differently. We as humans naturally want to fantasize and romanticize our reality. Romanticizing something beyond our total comprehension is only natural. That being said, it can create unrealistic expectations. Growing up watching romance media, consuming the monetization of love, how marketed it became. The idea being sold to us on a silver platter, steaming, perfect. The perfect couples in rom-coms on their silly Christmas Hallmark channel, Christmas in New York City, skating around in Rockefeller Center, looking deeply into each other's eyes and getting so close, their steamy breath being the only thing keeping their lips apart. I believe how much humans love love is truly beautiful. We love to romanticize romance. I know I love to consume romance media. It makes my heart flutter and my soul crave for things I simply do not have. As you get older, you watch stuff like Friends and Twilight or read 50 Shades of Grey, much to your mother's disdain, and the idea of angst is introduced. The painting, the longing, the separation, the, "Oh, Bella, I can't be with you because I'm a vampire," and then cut to her having a 9-month depression spell and rotting away in her room because her man doesn't want her. Same.
Bella, where have you been, loca? Where have you been?
But of course, they find each other again. They get over it, and they have a beautiful reunion scene, including but not limited to Robert Pattinson's sparkling boobs. The thing here is they're always okay in the end. No matter what, the idea of unconditional love is always a theme in romance media. The idea of love ends up having more value than the real thing. You crave and seek out these fantasies you've created in order to self-soothe or because you truly believe that's how love is supposed to look. That everything will always work out in the end. You'll find someone who will give you the littlest bit of attention and make them into something they're not. Into the dreamy vampire that saves you from your melancholic rainy forest town. The prince that sweeps you onto the back of his dragon and flies away with you. Space-age alien who can't stop talking about calibrations. I don't mean to sound callous. I truly do believe in unconditional love, as it's one of the forces that inspires me. I have sought and craved the romanticized version of it my entire life. More or less, I just want someone to stay. But that being said, the constant craving has led me down a path where I end up giving my heart to the wrong people over and over again in the hope of promised love. And sometimes you love people who don't love you back. Maybe they do love you, but just not to the degree you know you need. Maybe you never really knew them. Maybe you only wanted to. Sometimes they're just too scared to let you in, to let you know them. To be known is to be seen, and to be seen is to be heard, and to be heard can be to be hurt. Sometimes they just don't feel the same way. If you're anything like me, a lot of your life has been filled up to the brim with pain. So you're absolutely petrified of anything that could make you feel like that again. Despite the needing, craving, aching hole you feel for love, it scares you completely. Yet the fear does not deter you, and every pit you fall into, you climb back out knowing more about yourself, knowing more of what love is supposed to look like and what it feels like to you, and what doesn't. When they leave or you leave, you'll still feel it. No matter what you do. You'll think of them when you don't want to. You'll wonder how they're doing, if they're okay, do they still like their favorite meal, if their hair smells the same. I know once I love someone, I love them forever, even if we never speak again. The red string of fate has tied us together forever. Loss and gain are two sides of the same coin, just as quick as love can turn to hate, as pain to bliss. Real love takes work, it takes time, it takes patience, and sometimes it won't last forever. Sometimes it will. I'd say you'll have a lot more failed loves than lasting ones in order to truly learn what it should look like to you. Go beyond the love songs you listen to feverishly, imagining perfect scenarios with your crush. Go beyond the love attraction meditations, saging, singing, longing, crying, crawling, begging, bawling. I invite you to let go, to accept that in this moment you have it, just not in the form you want. You have some kind, be it pet, friend, family, lover, or self. I've been in the terrifyingly alone space of truly having no one, and at that time I had me. A hollow concept when all you crave is the arms of a lover, but you're settled in between yours right now, and that's all you got. Is that not good enough for you? Maybe the constant pining is causing you to pain more than the lack. Perhaps the idealizing, the reaching, the wanting is what's making it worse. It already isn't great, so don't make it worse by trying to turn your situation into something it's just not. Radically accepting your situation is the first step to changing it. I know that it's not that simple and you can't just turn it off. You can't stop craving something you've craved forever. You can't suddenly feel comfortable with your solitude. But you can start today. Accept where you are. Even if you're already in a relationship and you love them completely, perhaps the pain of being without them is great, or you're unhappy with the relationship. I hope one day to experience a fraction of what I know I can offer. The greatest thing about idealizing is the capacity to become it. Imagination is the beginning of change and growth. I know I have so much unconditional love. Despite falling over and over again, I still want to try. But I'm learning what love is and who I can give what. There is no scale of love that is invaluable. Even a passing glance can be considered one. Despite all the pain, loss, and heartbreak, I'm still able to love, completely and with my whole being. I like to think I'm waiting for a unicorn, a rare person who's just as capable of unconditional love as I. We won't be perfect because that doesn't exist. We'll clash horns and argue over which pasture to graze in, but we'll have each other and we'll have ourselves. We'll be comfortable with solitude, but we'll be able to be alone together. Silence will not be empty. It will not need to be filled constantly. Conversation will flow as water. We'll hike, travel, enjoy life as much as we can. Together or apart, we will know love. You'll know it's real when you can feel it. Feel them without even touching. The way they'll look at you when they think you don't notice. How they'll laugh at your dumb jokes and smile at you. How with one look, you'll be able to communicate your thoughts without speaking. How their hands will feel intertwined with yours. How their body will perfectly complement yours. They'll hold you while you cry. How you'll know you loved them the entire time. How their differences will complement yours. Your lack will be filled by their gain. A yin to your yang. You won't need to say it to make it real. You won't need to label it to make it seen. You'll know because you'll feel it. And sometimes it'll make you sick with fear to lose that feeling, to lose them, even if you never really had them in the first place. No, you do not need to possess to love. Know that you do not need to own to love. You won't cling or cry for them to return the love you're feeling to you. You'll have bad days, you'll have times when you question, but you'll know and also understand deep and truly, they love you and you love them. You will be as you are, as they are them. Truly, I have yet to know this, but I know it exists because I can feel it to varying degrees. I love my friends, I love my pets, I try to love my body as best I can. I'm learning, I'm growing, and above all, I'm loving. It's out there somewhere. And I'm not going to stop dreaming. That's definitely not the message. It's just to accept that idealization can only get you so far. That sometimes dreams have to stop so you can actually be in reality. As painful as reality is, it can give you things your dreams can't. I could write essays on essays about love, how much it means to me, and so on, but I think 4 pages is enough. Thanks for watching. Love, Spechie. Thanks, Gingerpale, for voicing another voice in this video. I just thought it was really funny. I wanted to get him to say that, so... Anyway, follow my socials down below. Patreon's $1 a month if you want to know what I'm doing. I'm often streaming. I stream on YouTube and Twitch, and I do free art for people because it's really fun and I like drawing people's OCs. If you want to know more about it, join the Discord. That's how you find out when that's going down, usually on weekends. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.